Hey, yo, what's up? You know who it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And yo, WrestleMania number 33. And man, the reason why I did that before the thrill ride was because we could go through this quickly, because I got all the storyline stuff out the way and did all that, man, and we can go through results and see how well I did by predicting who was going to win and who lost and what's going on and what's going to be the Raw and SmackDown after Mania and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead, let's get the card popping off. Neville beat Austin Aries kind of like I figured they would, because they weren't going to let Austin Aries walk out there being somebody who's not WWE born and bred without really earning the shot and letting him win in WrestleMania, beat Neville. I have a feeling Austin Aries is going to get a run back tonight on the Raw after Mania, and he going to win it there. That's just, it's either that or somebody from, and it's somebody from the Cruiserweight, somebody. Neville will not be the champion by Tuesday morning. I guarantee you that. Whether that's Austin Aries, somebody they want to debut, or somebody new, whatever they want to do, Neville will not be the champion by Tuesday morning. Mojo won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and I called that one. Did not call the sudden interference of one Rob Gronkowski, but you know, WWE do that type of stuff. Hell, this year it was supposed to be a match between Big Show and Shaq, but that didn't happen. It's like my problems with the Battle Royal, whatever. But man, yo, Mojo Rawley was my pick to win it, because they trying to find something to do with this guy, man. He explosive, man. He connecting with the fans, all that stuff. So I want to see how they really turn this into something big for this man. Dean Ambrose beat Baron Corbin, and they whooped each other's ass before Dean won it. I thought Baron had him a couple of times. I thought my boy Baron Corbin had him. I'm like, I really think that this was the time, if you was going to make a really big move on my boy Baron Corbin, that this would have been the opportunity into which to do that. So, by them not doing it, I'm not really sure what they want to do with my guy, but it'd be interesting to see what they do with him. You know what I'm saying? AJ beat Shane O'Mac, but I'm like, I don't know. When I think about that match, I'm at a loss for words. I'm like, Shane didn't jump off the roller coaster like I would have wanted him to, but the man pulled out a shooting star press, even though he missed that motherfucker for reals, straight the fuck up. I'm just like, they murked each other. I'm like, I'm glad AJ won it, because if that would have went the other way, that would have gotten weird. But I got to give it up to Shane. I got to give it up to AJ. They fucking took each other to the limit. Shane made AJ look good, and AJ does what he does back by making his opponents look great. So shout out to the both of them, killing shit. I called this one. KO beat Jericho. It was the thing that made sense. Put the belt on KO, because you know Chris Jericho finna go, but he came out in a light up sweater and a big list of Jericho. You can't even be mad at that. You can't even be mad at that at all. You can't even be. This is another match where they went dumb on each other, took each other to the limit, counter this, counter that, frog splash this, power bomb that, walls, just nuts so crazy. So shout out to the both of them. Bayley retained the women's championship, and I'm kind of like, why? Not saying it like that, because I really thought they could have really done something with Sasha and Bayley, but this is one of a couple of matches on this card where you kind of felt like this is what they wanted to do, but they rushed the finish because they didn't need it too soon. This would have been a bigger WrestleMania moment had Bayley won the title from either Sasha or even Charlotte. And it's like, I really think that this is what the plan was all along, but because of all that Sasha and Charlotte tomfoolery, is that, you know, it is what it is. Boo Sauce Nia Jax, they made her, even though she was the first one eliminated, they made Nia Jax look like a legit threat. So it's like, I just don't think they ready to put the belt on her yet. But when they put the belt on her, she gonna have a nice little monster run. So I can't wait to see that. So shout out to all them ladies killing shit. You remember that match that had Gallows and Anderson, Cesaro and Sheamus, and Enzo and Big Cass was supposed to win it? Well, the New Day came out and said, hey, you know what? We gonna enter the match. Psych, bitch, it's the motherfucking Hardy Boys. And I was like, oh shit. But my problem with that is the Hardy Boys won. Why did they win? I don't know. Why did Michael Cole say broken when they came out? I have no idea. Why they still like 50 years old and shit? No, I'm just joking. No bullshit. Call themselves the Hardy Boys. But it was a great ladder match. It's just like, you know, Jeff did swantons on top of ladder. That's what he do. It was the bell of the belfry and Cesaro swinging and all of those stuff. I'm like, I'm glad they even let Enzo and Big Cass cut their normal promo at WrestleMania. It was cool. This is just a thing that I don't get. This was supposed to be Enzo and Big Cass's moment. I feel personally, this should have been their moment, but they gave it to the Hardy Boys, which was weird as hell. John Cena proposed to Nikki Bella, and I'm just sitting up here like, I'm like, that felt kind of forced to me. I'm like, even though they won the match, the honing and everything, it's just that, why would you use WrestleMania for a stage? I get it, but I don't get it. Because I don't know how publicity is. I don't even want to say the word publicity stuff, because you can see it. They truly do care and love each other, but, and I understand grandest stage of them all, greatest thrill rides and blah, 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 but it was a cool scene, but at the same time, I just don't know if really putting The Miz on this downward course when I want to see him go up and I want to see him make a run for the title, it's like, I just don't know what this really does for Miz. It's like, yeah, John Cena and Nikki Bella gonna get married, hooray. But what does this do for my boy The Miz? We don't know. So it is what it is with that. Triple H actually had an entrance that didn't cost $1 billion. He just went and hired a whole bunch of cops, got a big giant ass bike, had his hot thick wife on the back of it, and he drove to the ring on a motorcycle. That motorcycle looked dope as fuck. But the thing was, Seth Rollins walked out there with the literal fucking torch he's about to be passed, dog. I'm like, we gonna have more about this a little bit later, but yo, Seth Rollins and Triple H murdered each other in that ring. They tried to cripple each other in that ring. Oh my God. And it's like an even, my best friend is Mr. Sledge. That's his name. Oh my God, it's Mr. Sledge. Mr. Sledge made an appearance. He's my favorite WWE superstar, Mr. Sledge. And then you also had a couple of Brazzers moments. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm like, I know y'all know that gift where Stephanie holding Mr. Sledge and she raised her head up. Like, I'm going to ass rape you with a sledgehammer. But Seth beat Triple H the way that I knew it should go down. Not that, you know, Triple H, you know what I'm saying? Because I may have said earlier joking that maybe Triple H should go sit down, fuck his hot wife, take care of his kids, and make stars out of NXT. But the Cerebral Assassin's still one of the best in the game, and he can still go. And he took it to Seth Rollins, but this was the only way that it could have ended. Because if Triple H would have took the win over Seth Rollins, he would have literally been bringing out the shovel and burying this nigga for real, burying him. So I'm glad that it went the way that it went. Why did Randy Orton beat Bray Wyatt? I'm like, that mindfuckery with all that stuff in the ring and all of those crazy shit, that was nuts as fuck. But Bray Wyatt should still be champion. That's just me. I really think that they could have gave Bray a real run, but I'm like, why the fuck you put the title back on Randy? I'm like, the only thing, like I said, that maybe if the Miz finna make a beeline for Randy Orton, then it makes it a lot more believable for both of them to be in the ring or something. Just as long as the Miz get the damn title, that's where I'm on. Cause I'm shooting it, nigga. This shooting smack, baby. I'm like, yo, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, they killed it. This was probably one of my favorite matches of the night, especially, again, like I said, with that tomfoolery and utter fuckery that was all the cockroaches and worms and shit in the middle ring. That was nuts. That was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Not only storytelling, but great effects by WWE, so shout out to them. The future refused to change. Damn you, Lavos. Brock Lesnar, German suplex Goldberg 10 times and beat it the way it was supposed to end. So what does that mean for the fruit roll-up belt? What does it mean? I don't know. I have no idea. I really, like I said, like my honest thought was Goldberg was going to beat Lesnar and drop the title with the thing that makes sense. Now you can put the title back on Lesnar, and we know what happened last time that happened. It's just like, it's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully he do something so crazy they make him relinquish the belt so they can give it to somebody who's actually there. But yo, that match was hot. It's like Goldberg hit him with everything. It just wasn't enough this time on the grandest stage of them all. It just wasn't enough this time. And it's ended properly the way that it should have. Goldberg got the best of Brock a couple times, but Brock got the best of Goldberg when it mattered. And I think that for storyline purposes and in general, that's what the fuck is supposed to be. So Goldberg will probably walk out on the Raw after Mania and sit up here, I'm retiring, I'm putting my cape up, I'm finna go home, and peace out. Another one of those, we should have done that, and we just did it anyway because Alexa Bliss is a transitional champion. Is Naomi is once again your SmackDown's women's champion. And it's like, yo, the match was nuts. I'm like, those ladies brought it. But I kind of knew from the jump that when Naomi came back, because this was probably another one of those Bayley situations where she was supposed to retain the title at Mania, but because she got injured, they had to put it on Alexa Bliss. But then Naomi made Alexa Bliss tap out. So I'm like, Naomi sitting up here showing depth in her arsenal. So I'm like, yo, I'm respecting that. And I love that was the match before the match. The match. Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker. I kind of knew that this was the case when they wheeled JR ass out there. The last time they wheeled JR ass out there to call an Undertaker match was when it was Triple H Undertaker 2, when I thought he should have retired. Given this information is that Brock should have never beat The Undertaker. I'm going that's going to be on my tombstone. Brock should have never beat The Undertaker. It still got the point across. A lot of what this WrestleMania was passing the torch and moving ever forward. That's what a lot of this was about. Is that look, you can sit up here and take it like look at KO and Chris Jericho. Is that all of that was building up for KO to be better, and Chris Jericho, he passed the torch. It's like, even though in a weird backwards sort of way with the Hardy Boys coming out and winning the damn titles, which made zero sense, which I do hope they walk out there on the Raw after Mania and drop the damn title because they don't need to be the fucking champions. Seth Rollins literally carried the fucking torch to the damn ring and took it to the game. They went back and forth. Mr. Sledge, he made it another appearance. It's Mr. Sledge. You know I love Mr. Sledge. I told you he's my favorite WWE superstar. I'm like, I'm still in disagreement with Bray Wyatt losing against Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? I will say whatever the hell I want about Brock Lesnar being your champion, but here the thing is, straight up, is that when it comes to Roman Reigns beating The Undertaker, it was just an inevitable sort of thing that you needed to be able to pass that torch. And I really think that this time, even though all of Vince's attempts to try to get Roman Reigns over as the future of this company has kind of fallen flat, this is their last opportunity. This is their, for real, Roman Reigns that made The Undertaker retire. That make The Undertaker retire. If they fail to do something with this, Roman Reigns is a watch and he need to go hang it up, bro. That's what it is. I'm not sitting up here saying nothing against Roman Reigns. I ain't saying nothing against Annoy Leaky the person, but Roman Reigns the character, if they don't do nothing with him beating The Undertaker, turning him heel, making him smoke and do whatever and still be loved by the kids and want bitches and bitches still want them to come on their faces, you do something with that. I'm going to say something loud though. When I realized what was happening with The Undertaker in that ring, I start crying. Because we just watched the end of an era for real. It wasn't the end of an era when Triple H wrestled The Undertaker. It was the end of the era when he took off the gloves, he took off the jacket, and he put that bowler down. I cried. Because that's the end of something that has been a part of my life for a very, very long time. You know when it's WrestleMania season, you know it's The Undertaker. You know. First ballot Hall of Famer. You already know all of this. Undertaker did everything for this business, for the WWE, over his tenure, and it's like, all I can say is thank you, Taker. That's all I can say. I'm like, for him to let his last match be Roman Reigns and to pass that torch to him, to relinquish the yard to Roman Reigns, that was wonderful. We could go into all the stuff that I honestly believe, but it don't matter at this point. The Undertaker will go down as the greatest WrestleMania performer in history and one of the greatest, not WWE superstars, but for professional wrestlers, period. Because the Undertaker is that damn good. He has been the best at what he does for 2+ decades. 3 if you want to be technical, of spanning his whole damn career. Thank you, Undertaker. But now we sit here and we wonder, where are we going from here? Raw and SmackDown after Mania, anything can happen. I've heard rumors that my boy Shinsuke finna finally get caught up. I wonder what they finna do with Miss Bay Sauce Asuka. I wonder what is going to be the next chapter in the WWE given everything that is taking place tonight. Everything. What's gonna happen next? Who gonna be there? Who coming up? What is going to be next? The thing I'm paying attention to is Roman Reigns. I'm paying attention to this. Because see, now I want to see if they ready to pull the trigger and do what needs to be done with him. So, I might do something for the Raw and SmackDown after Mania. I'm thinking about it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get up out of here. You know who it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with that, I'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.